Hello. Hi, you guys. Hello. Welcome back to another juicing session. I'm going to wait for like 3 minutes for more people to join before I end up starting. But you guys, give me one moment. I'll be back. Yep. So your girl is back. And she's ready to start. Okay. Got that under control. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Hi. Hello. We're going to wait for like 3 minutes like we normally do for more people to join before we start what we have to do for today. And before I start like talking more about today's process. Hello. Thank you guys for joining. Okay, yes, we're already past the 3 minutes mark. So I'm just going to start. Yes, so welcome to today's juicing session. So for today, we're going to be making how many juices? 3 juices like we normally do. I think whenever I come here to make juice, yeah, I always do at least minimum of three. Yes. So for today, we're going to be doing 3 juices. The first one we're going to be doing is we're going to be making the green juice. That's the first one. The second we're going to be making is the beetroot juice, and the last one we're going to be making is the ginger shots. So let us, let's start. Let me show you guys all the different beans I'm going to be using today. So for the green juice, I'm going to be using this whole spinach, one. Then I'm going to be using 2 cucumbers. Then I'm going to be using 1 orange. Yeah, the last time I used orange. Then I'm going to be using 1 orange. This is all I'm going to be using for the green juice. Then the next juice I'm going to be making is the beetroot juice. For the beetroot juice, I'm using 2 carrots, using lemon, using 1 beetroot, and I'm going to be adding tiny bit of ginger to give it that spicy feeling that you get when it goes down. And lastly, for the ginger shots, I'm using ginger, I'm using orange. My oranges are almost done. This is the last orange I have. Wow. The last one. I'm using orange, I'm using lemon. So for the ginger shot, like I said, I'm using 2 oranges, I'm using 1 lemon, then I'm also going to be using ginger. And this is the 3rd juice I'm going to be using. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to wash this, then prep it. So I think we should start with the washing first. Okay, do you know there are different ways I do this one? For this one, I have to just wash the back, then cut it. But for this, I prefer to cut the cucumbers into smaller chunks before washing everything with the spinach. Because I don't know, for me, I just found out that that's just like the easiest way to do it when it comes to like juicing. I cut then wash, and I'll be doing the beetroot last because the beetroot always brings out this red thingy, and I'm like, it just stains everywhere. I'm like, I don't think it will be messy. Now let me bring out my juicer that I'm going to be using. So this is the juicer I'm going to be using. Did you just say you're going to the gym? Oh yes, I'm going to the gym. Anyway, so this is the juicer I'm going to be using, and this juicer I got it from. I got this juicer from TikTok shop. It's been a lifesaver, you guys. This juicer has been a lifesaver, but yeah. What do I need here? Okay. Stop putting these 2 things together. Okay, that's it. And there's one more thing I'm looking for. Well, let me show you guys what I'm doing with the juice and how I'm fixing it. Hiya, hello. That's it. That is how easy it is to assemble. So now we're going to stay here and we're going to prep our fruits. I'm so tired. So starting strong with the cucumbers, I'm going to cut them now, then put them in this bag. Are you from the UK? Well, I'm in the UK, if that's what you're asking. Yes, currently in the UK. By the way, you guys remember that I have been complaining that I have not seen where to get fresh turmeric for the ginger shot, because I don't know, for some reason I think I'm going to prefer using fresh turmeric as opposed to using the dry one. And recently I think I just found somewhere where fresh turmeric is being sold. I think it's being sold in Tesco. I have not been to Tesco to like look for it, but I saw it somewhere that, oh, if you want to get fresh turmeric, you can go to Tesco and you're going to find fresh turmeric in Tesco. So I plan on doing that later, sometime this week, at least before next week, before the next time I juice. I plan on going to Tesco to try and see if I'm going to get fresh turmeric. Hopefully, if I can get fresh turmeric, it's just going to make everything better for me. I want to wash this. Do I need to wash this yet? Well, let me just drop all this together. Let me go ahead to wash. Let me go ahead to wash these. What's the word? I have to wash this now because I need to cut the orange and put it in here. So I think it's just best I prep, wash. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How's your day? How's everything? My day was pretty stressful. This morning see you guys, I have updates. So I don't know if you guys were here yesterday when I said that I want to go to the gym, and it's been so long since I went to the gym. Like throughout this week, I have not been to the gym, and I told myself last week that I was going to try and go to the gym this week, like 5 times this week, and I've not been to the gym in like 3 days. So yesterday I was very determined. I was like, you know what, this morning, today, I'm going to wake up early, I'm going to go to the gym. And you guys, guess what? I went to the gym. I woke up by 5 minutes after 4 this morning. And I was like, yes, I'm doing this, I'm going to the gym. And I went to the gym, I was so happy. I got back home like around 7, slept a little bit more before I started work. It was so good. I've actually missed going to the gym. I was very glad when I was able to wake up this morning to go. Like, I was so happy. Now this evening when I'm giving my updates on how my day was, I'll be proud to say that, yeah, I went to the gym. I said I was going to do it and I did it. But yeah, that's how my day is going. How's your day going, you guys? Let me know. You guys, let me know, how's your day going? So now that I have washed I think I need to show you guys the stuff that I'm cutting. Now, hi Tam Tam, hello. Oh, thank you so much for joining me once again. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Now that I have gotten the spinach ready, I'm just going to cut the cucumber into smaller pieces. Then just put it in the buckets or in the container for the remaining stuff. Then I'm also going to be cutting orange too. And the reason why I'm cutting orange is because I just want the juice to not be too bitter. So in as much as this juice is for low blood sugar, I don't want it to be too bitter, please. So I'm going to be adding just 1 orange. So I'm going to be peeling this. I'm peeling faster than normal today. I don't know why. It's because I'm using a different knife. This knife is sharper. but that means I have to concentrate. Like, I can't look at you guys, I can't really talk too much while doing this, because the last time I did something like that, I almost removed my hand. What time is it there? Good morning. Yeah, it's morning here, or rather it's actually afternoon now, so it's like 17 minutes past 12. So yeah, this is done and ready to be blended. Now the next one I'm going to be going with is the turmeric and, or rather, the ginger shot. So what I'm going to do now is go and wash it, come back here and do the cutting. So you guys just give me a sec. So now this is the next one I'm going to do. And I'm going to start with the oranges, because these oranges, they stress me. Or the lemon. Let me start with the lemon. So I'm also going to show you guys the containers I use when I'm juicing. And for my juices, I always make sure that I do enough quantity to last at least 2 days. And the reason why I always do 2 days is because I don't like when my juice stays in the freezer, or rather in the fridge, for more than 2 days. I mean, I read online that the shelf life for juice is like 48 hours in the fridge, but if you put it in the freezer, it's like 72 hours. And I don't like putting my own juice in the freezer because I don't like the thawing process and all of that. So I just do enough for 2 days. So that means that every 2 days I kind of like have to juice. And it's been going on well so far. Ever since I got this juicer from TikTok shop, it has just made everything easy. Like, whenever I'm talking about juicing, I always talk about a funny story. Well, to be fair, when it was happening to me, it wasn't funny. But now, like, looking back, it's kind of funny. So what happened was that there was one particular day. So the way I used to juice before was that I used my blender. After using my blender, I then use a cheesecloth to like strain it, right? So on this faithful day, I had already done the first. And what I do is that I only strain it once. I don't do too much. I don't double strain or anything. Like, if there are particles, the first time I strain, I'm just going to go along with it and, you know, move on. But for some weird reason, on this faithful day, I was like, no, I want it to be perfect. I want to strain everything out. And then I decided to, you know, go in and strain more. And what happened to me was very, very sad. What happened was that while I was doing the second level of straining, take note, I didn't really need to do that second level of straining. I just wanted to do more than myself. But while I was in that second level of straining, the juice that I had already gotten the first time, everything just went on the floor. And in my head, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, why didn't I just stop when I got it the first time? Why did I have to do it again? And you guys, think about it now. The juice was on the floor, the pulp was on the floor, everything was on the floor. I was like, all my efforts just gone down the drain. What? It was so painful, but I was like, there's nothing I can do. I just have to like start over again. So I had to like start the whole juicing process again. After that day, I said that was the last day I'm going to do any juicing, whatever. Once I get a juicer, I'm not going to juice anything again, because the process of cleaning, then it was just too much for me. I was like, there's no reward for this amount of stress. The stress to reward ratio is not making sense at all. I was like, I'm getting a juicer. So I decided to go on TikTok shop, found this one, and ever since I got it, I think I got it like 3 weeks ago. Ever since I got it, at least once a week I'm juicing, and I can see the benefits of getting it already. But yeah, I need to go wash this, then I'll be back to continue prepping it. So this is what this looks like. I'll take some of the ginger from here and add to the beetroot shots. I think I need to add one more carrots. The carrots are added. I'm supposed to add like 2 chunky carrots, but the carrots I added was a small one, so I need to add one more. And this one too. Okay. Now the next I'm going to cut open is the lemon. Then I'm also going to be peeling the beetroots. The very first time I did this, I used the beetroots, but I don't know. I think I prefer the juice without the beetroot skin. So that's why I've just been going ahead to like peel the beetroot skin off the body. Cutting beetroot is so stressful because I don't want it to stain my hand because of the red thingy that is just everywhere. But there's really nothing much I can do. Okay. This I hate. Anyways, you guys, it's currently time to start the blending process, or rather the juicing process. And I have my juicer here. I'm also going to be starting with the ginger shots. Now after the ginger shots, I'll go over to the green juice. Then after the green juice, the last thing I'll do is the beetroot juice. And I always do the beetroot last just because of that red coloring thingy that comes out. It's very stressful for me. Like, I don't like thinking about it and how it is going to stain everywhere. where is the okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, let's start. So that was good. Less than 5 minutes and I'm done. Now the next thing I have to do is to prep the what's the word? Next thing I have to do is to prep the turmeric shots, no rather the turmeric, because I told you guys that I always use blended turmeric. So blend the turmeric, the black pepper and the honey together. I also always add honey because I want it to be a little bit sweet, not too bitter. So I add 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Did I say 1 teaspoon of honey? I meant 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of honey, not 1 teaspoon of honey. So now we have the turmeric, we have the black pepper, and we have the honey. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to mix all 3 together before I add it to my ginger shots. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I recently found out that whenever I mix the black pepper and the turmeric straight into the ginger shots, it does not dissolve. No idea why, but it takes its time to dissolve. Same with the honey. If I just put the honey straight into it, the honey is just going to stay one side. The turmeric and black pepper, they'll just be together, but they will not really fully dissolve. So I decided to try something else. I was like, I'm going to mix turmeric, black pepper, honey together, put a tiny bit of hot water to get it to be watery, somewhat watery. Then after that, I'm going to mix it into the ginger shot. And I tried this last week and it was a game changer. And now there's no going back. For me, I feel that it is better to do it this way, get the hard part out. Because if I just put this straight into the ginger shots or the ginger juice that I've just made, it's not going to dissolve. It's just going to be on one side. I'm like, oh, at the end of the day, it's the bottom part that gets really sweet, and the bottom part gets the black pepper, gets the turmeric, but the top part is just on its own, it's just bare. So it's like, for me to change that is what I have to do, and it actually helps. don't know if you guys can see the spoon, but the spoon has a little bit of ginger, turmeric, and honey on it, or rather turmeric, black pepper, and honey on it. But the more I keep on stirring this, it's going to dissolve. So I'll stir till it completely dissolves. Then I'm going to put it into my juice that I have just made. So now this is my juice. This is what I was able to get. Oh, nice, well done. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your comments. Thank you. Now that I have this, I'm just going to pour this straight into the juice. Oh, you guys can see what I'm doing. I need to show you guys because what am I doing? Okay, let's put it this way. It's better. Can you guys see this spoon? It's a little bit clearer now. So now the next thing for me to do is to package this. And whenever I make these turmeric shots, I always do enough for 2 days. Like I said, I don't like keeping it for too long. Anything more than 2 days is like a no-no for me. So 2 days maximum, that's what I do. And these are the different glass jars I use. These glass jars were spice containers. But I no longer need them for spice, so I've just turned them into this. So I'll fill them up equally. And that's it. So what I do with this is that I have it first thing in the morning. This is what I have before doing any other thing. Just have this straight up on an empty stomach. And I promise you guys, once you start this, there's no going back. Because you're going to see the benefits. And like, you're just going to like, you're reaping the benefits immediately, basically. Oh, you guys, 1 sec, I'm just storing it in the fridge. I'll be back. Okay. Like I said, now that I am done with this, I'm going to rinse this out so that I rinse out the turmeric and the black pepper out of it before I go into the next. Now, this is the next thing that I'm doing. This is the next fruit or blending thingy that is going to be happening today. And this one is a lot of work because it contains some leafy greens that are very stressful to go down. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully we don't make a mess. So the way I do it so that this thing goes down easily is I put a lot of grains. Then after grains, I put in like, let's say 1 to 2. I put in like 1 to 2 cucumbers so that they like add water to the whole juicy stuff. Then after that again, I go in with grains. Like I just go in like that. Okay, I think we can start now. You know what I'm not saying? Nothing is happening. And yeah, you guys, so basically one full bag of spinach, two cucumbers, and a tiny bit of garlic is going to give you this amount. And for me, this 2 cups and I'm done with it. This thing is so bitter. It's not very bitter, to be fair. And oh yeah, I forgot to add one orange. It's not extremely bitter. It's not as bitter as it looks. That's what I'm just trying to say. Because this is like dark green, so you expect that oh, it's going to be really, really bitter, but it's not as bitter as it looks. But yeah, now the last thing I'm going to be juicing is the beetroot juice. So we'll get that started right away. Ready to be drunk. I'll be yeah, ready to drink it. And finally, I'm so glad I'm getting to the last part, because doing 3 juices at one go is just stressful, but at the same time it's really nice. So I'll go in with the carrot first. Sounds so nice. Lemon together. Then finally the ginger. This is garlic. It's ginger, it's not garlic. How can I say? And that is it for today. Oh, I need to actually get the containers that I'm going to use to pack this. Do I have more containers? I'll just put it in this thing for now. Anyways, you guys, that brings me to the end of the juicing session for today. Let me show you guys what we have. So for the 1 beetroot, 2 carrots, 1 lemon, and a tiny bit of ginger, this is what we got. And this is going to fill 2 of this up. And again, like I said, I always have this beetroot juice every night before I sleep. I always have the turmeric juice first thing in the morning. Then for the green juice, I just have it like in the middle of the day or later in the evening after dinner. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and you learned something from this, and I'll most likely see you in the afternoon when it's time for me to read. Have an amazing day. Bye.